Shalom, Akim. Shalom, shalom. All right, this is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, coming with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, this be edifying to the Lord's elect. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give our praise, honor, and glory unto our power Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Vukhar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, is laboring in the word, and is pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. I want to say peace and blessings to you all, Barakatham. All right, so, I was just, browsing the interwebs a little bit, you know what I'm saying? One of the beloved brothers had shared this image here, you know what I'm saying? And it says a lot, you know what I'm saying? It says a lot, and it goes into the mindset of how these devils think, you know what I'm saying? So it says reducing the global human population from 8.3 billion down to 4 billion. Yes, from 8.3 billion down to 4 billion over the next year. All right. So, okay. That's not, like we know what the truth is, man. All right. The fact of the matter is that these jokers don't want to cut it in half. They want to cut this thing down to like 90, all right, 93%, 98%. Shit, 99%. They want, all right, you have to remember what the Georgia Guidestone says, man. Okay? But it says from 8.3 billion down to 4 billion over the next 200 years will dramatically protect Earth's environment. All right? Shows how wicked these devils are, man. All right? And that is lowballing those numbers by a large margin. That is lowballing these numbers. All right? Because the truth of the matter is that let's go straight to it. All right? Let's go straight to it. Bear with me. All right, so these were the Georgia Guidestones, all right, and they were destroyed. They were destroyed a couple years back. I believe it was in what was it, the year 2023 or something like that, or it was 2022. All right, it feels like it was just yesterday, quite honestly, but this, this is essentially their commandments. You know what I'm saying? And at the top of the list. I highlighted it. All right. Their number one commandment is to maintain humanity under 500 million. Under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. You see what I'm saying? That's at the top of their list. You see what I'm saying? And as all this stuff is coming out, you know what I'm saying, concerning Dr. Feces and the jab, you know what I'm saying, and what is done to people in their ovaries, you see what I'm saying? The truth of the matter is that they don't want to bring this thing down to 4 billion. You see what I'm saying? They want to drastically reduce it down to their target, which is 500 million. Less than. You see what I'm saying? So that means at least 98% of the population's got to go. You see what I'm saying? At least 98%. Right? And in their mind, all right, they believe that that's going to fix the Earth's problems, disregarding all the things that they have done. All right? Disregarding all the things they've done, man. Okay, how they polluted the earth, they polluted the water, they polluted the trees. They cut down trees, they polluted the air. You see what I'm saying? They got these data centers everywhere, and all of a sudden the cattle can't produce any more livestock. You know what I'm saying? They're not having any more calves. You know what I'm saying? No more children. All right. Women are going through miscarriages and all these things, man. This is what's under the work of Satan, man. These devils, all right, these Edomites. You see what I'm saying? So let's get a couple scriptures, man. As a matter of fact, let's go back real quick. All right, let's look at the comments. Okay, it says erasing the global population down from 8.3 billion to around 4 billion or less by 2020, by 2200. Excuse me, by 2200. That's what they want. All right. It says let's get a couple, just a couple comments. It says yeah, or how about change the megacorps who cause most of the wide-scale damage and produce toxic products. Let's all blame us. No one needs 8,000 toss-away water bottles a year. It's not the general population's fault to clean up and die for the mess that these jokers created. All right? Oh, man. Yeah, look at these comments, man. Look at these comments. Removing this, I love this one. Removing billionaires and PDF files from existence would have a more drastic effect. All right. So these jokers are caught. These jokers are caught in their in what they do, man. All right. They're caught in the scam. They're caught in the lies that they're producing, man. You see, the lies that they perpetuate. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh man. Oh boy. So yeah, man. This is just some of the mindset that you get with these with all these, all these people are finding out, man. They mentioned Bill Gates. Did Bill Gates write this? Let's get some scriptures, man. All right. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4 and verse 19. It reads, "The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble." You see what I'm saying? They know not at what they stumble, man. You see what I'm saying? This is not the work of a prudent man. The scriptures say that that a wise king will instruct his people. You see what I'm saying? A wise king. And through the prudence of them that's in authority, all right, the city shall be inhabited. You know what I'm saying? Roughly paraphrasing from the book of Sirach, the 10th chapter. You see what I'm saying? This is what the ways of the wicked is as darkness, man. This is what they're about. You see what I'm saying? Next precept. All right, the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2 and verse 13. "Then I saw that wisdom excelleth folly, as far as light excelleth darkness." Okay? So that's what this is about, man. It's about the difference between folly, all right, and wisdom. And what you're seeing that's being orchestrated and played out today is not wisdom, it's folly. You know what I'm saying? It's madness. As the scriptures say in Proverbs, let me get this real quick. Proverbs 29. All right, Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn." You see? People are mourning right now. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think all these why do you think that the population exploded the way that it did? You see what I'm saying? Because there's more poverty. There's more poverty. There's more people that's in pain. You see what I'm saying? You're squeezing the people more. You're putting them in duress. So what's the only pleasure that people got left to do? It's fucking. It's fucking. That's all they got left. That's the pleasure that's left. You see what I'm saying? So let's just keep smashing. You know what I'm saying? All right. But now you're in a position where nobody's even having children anymore. You see what I'm saying? And not even by fault of their own. And many times they can't even help it. You see what I'm saying? Because I can't afford children. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't enjoy children. They got to go to this daycare. You see what I'm saying? Under the rule of this person that's caring for them that don't care shit for them. You see what I'm saying? Just a couple videos I was looking at where these teachers are abusing these children. You see what I'm saying? It's sickness, man. So let me end this off in the book of Psalms. All right, Psalms chapter 82. All right, let's go to verse 4. Psalms 82 and 4. It says, deliver the poor and needy. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. You see? All the foundations of the earth are out of course because of these devils, man. All right? And the people are starting to notice this. The people are figuring it out. Okay? So this is where we at, man. This is where we at, and we need the Lord to come back and fix this madness. So I'm going to cut that there. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Wachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.